The backfield situation is critical. Two of our main runners are on thin ice for the next game against the Titans. The team is desperately exploring emergency options, and the alternatives they're considering will leave you speechless. Management is evaluating 5 names that could end up wearing Washington's colors. The news about our injured runners is alarming. The head coach just gave an update that has the entire fan base holding their breath. The situation is more serious than we initially thought, and the next few days will be crucial for the team's immediate future. And when you thought it couldn't get worse, the team's kicking specialist is under intense scrutiny after a performance that has everyone questioning the future of the position. The numbers don't lie, and what they reveal could drastically change the course of our season. I'm telling you this with all the concern in the world. We're in a serious crisis in our running back line. You know what? This ain't no game, this is the NFL, and we need immediate solutions. Brian Robinson Jr., our main runner, hurt his ankle on the first play against the Cowboys. Did he return to the game? Yeah, but I ask you, was he the same Brian Robinson we know? Absolutely not! And as if that wasn't enough, Austin Eckler took a brutal hit on a kick return that left us all with our hearts in our mouths. Now he's in the concussion protocol. This is serious, people. I'll tell you something, Adam Peters, our general manager, has to do something. We can't go face the Titans in Week 13 relying solely on Jeremy McNichols. That would be sports suicide. Now, let me dive into the 5 options we have on the table. Chris Rodriguez Jr. This is the most logical option. And I'll tell you why. This kid not only knows Kingsbury's system, but he's already proven his worth with us. When he got his chance against the Giants, what did he do? 52 yards on 11 carries. That's an average of 4.7 yards per carry. He's a physical runner, with a style reminiscent of old-school football, north-south, no nonsense. His experience at Kentucky prepared him for tough play, and I'll tell you something else, he's hungry to prove he deserves to be in this league. Jerick McKinnon. Listen up! We're talking about a veteran who not only has 2 Super Bowl rings, but also accumulated more than 4,600 total yards in his career. But you know what's most impressive? His versatility. This man can run between tackles, catch passes out of the backfield, and most importantly, protect the quarterback. In Kansas City, he proved he can be lethal in third-down situations. Is he 32 years old? Yes. But I ask you, how much is experience worth in critical moments? Jamar Jefferson. Many people don't know him well, but let me tell you, at Oregon State, this kid racked up 2,923 rushing yards and 27 touchdowns in just 3 seasons. And in the NFL? 4.9 yards per carry when he got his chance in 2021 with the Lions. He's young, he's fresh, and he's got that natural instinct for finding holes. His running style is fluid, with a patience that reminds me of Le'Veon Bell in his early years. Is it a gamble? Yes, but one with high potential for reward. Myles Gaskin. Here we have a runner that people underestimate. In Miami, between 2020 and 2021, you know what he did? Over 1,300 combined yards. His field vision is exceptional, and he has that unique ability to make quick cuts that leave defenders eating dust. He's a complete back. He can catch passes, block, and has that sixth sense for finding spaces in the red zone. Why is he on a practice squad? That's the million-dollar question, but I'm telling you, he could be our hidden gem. Michael Wiley. Here's our ace in the hole. During the preseason, this kid showed us flashes of brilliance. His speed in open spaces is explosive, and he has soft hands for the passing game. In college, he proved to be a versatile threat, and during training, he's been soaking up knowledge like a sponge. He already knows our playbook, understands the protections, and most importantly, he has chemistry with Jaden Daniels. Now I ask you, don't you think the most logical solution is between Chris Rodriguez Jr. and Michael Wiley? Think about it, they know the system, they're in shape, and we don't need adaptation time. At this point in the season, every practice, every snap, every second counts. And here's my final argument, we need someone who can produce right now. We don't have time for adaptations or learning curves. Rodriguez Jr. and Wiley are the most sensible options because they can step onto the field tomorrow and execute our system. What do you think? Do we go for McKinnon's proven experience? Or do we trust the young talent that already knows our house? Remember the loss against the Cowboys? 34-26. But I'll tell you something, that score is what least worries me right now. And you know why? Because we have 3 key players injured. Let me update you on what our head coach Dan Quinn just revealed. Austin Eckler, listen to this. Yes, the initial exams came back good, thank God. But I ask you, doesn't it worry you that it's his second concussion this season? Quinn tells us Eckler is in the concussion protocol, and I'll tell you something, with concussions, you don't play around. There are no minor concussions, especially when it's the second of the year. Now, Brian Robinson Jr., another major concern. He hurt his ankle on his first carry of the game. Yes, he came back after the x-rays, but you know what? He only had 2 more carries before leaving for good. Quinn says he's receiving treatment, but I ask you, doesn't it seem worrying that just a few weeks ago he returned from knee and tendon injuries? And as if that wasn't enough, Andrew Wiley, our right tackle, is also in the concussion protocol. This is a serious problem. And you know what's most concerning? If Eckler and Robinson can't play, who's left? Jeremy McNichols. Yes, he's played well when he's had opportunities, but I ask you, is it enough to carry the entire weight of the ground game? Now, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Chris Rodriguez Jr. could return. Remember his performance against the Giants? That kid has talent. We let him go to make room for Jean-Baptiste, but I'm telling you, we need to bring him back. And as for the offensive line, if Wiley can't play, we have options, Trent Scott as a direct backup, or move Cornelius Lucas to right tackle with Brandon Coleman on the left. But I ask you, what's the best combination to protect Daniel Soul? My final argument is this, we need to be extremely cautious with Eckler. We can't risk his long-term health. With Robinson, we have to be patient and not rush his return. And you know what? Maybe it's the perfect time to give Rodriguez Jr. another shot. What do you think? Should we bring Rodriguez Jr. back immediately? Or do you trust that McNichols can handle the responsibility? Leave your comments below. Remember when everything seemed rosy? We won 6 out of 7 games, we had an explosive offense, Jaden Daniels was playing like a veteran, and we thought we had finally solved our kicker problem. But I ask you, where's that magic now? 3 straight losses, and yesterday. Yesterday. Austin Seibert missed a field goal and 2 extra points. And you know what's worse? That last extra point would have given us a chance to go to overtime against the Cowboys. This is unacceptable. But wait a moment, because I'm going to give you all the angles of this situation. Before yesterday's game, Seibert had impressive numbers. 25 of 27 on field goals. 22 of 22 on extra points. Perfection. But I ask you, what happened yesterday? Some will say, he's coming back from a right hip injury. But is that an excuse in the NFL? He says he's fine, that he takes full responsibility. That's the way. But we need results. Dan Quinn said something that greatly worries me. He talked about the difficulty of kicking the ball out of the end zone on kickoffs. Are you thinking the same thing I am? Are we admitting that our kicker doesn't have a strong enough leg? Now, I'll tell you something, we have to be fair. Seibert didn't lose this game alone. I could sit here and list 10 different plays that cost us the game. But that's not the point. The real question is, what do we do now? I think we have 3 options. Keep Seibert and give him another chance. Go back to the kicker carousel, God forbid. Bring in competition immediately. And you know what? I'll give you my final argument. We should give him one last chance against Tennessee. Why? Because going back to the kicker carousel would be admitting we're back in the same hole we thought we climbed out of. But I warn you, if he fails against the Titans, Adam Peters has to make a drastic decision. We can't afford to lose more games because of missed extra points or field goals. What do you think? Do you give Seibert another chance? Or have you seen enough? Commanders fans, your opinion is crucial. We've covered hot news that will define the future of our team. Proven experience or young in-house talent? The decision about McKinnon could change our offense. Which path do you think we should take? Rodriguez Jr.'s return is up in the air, while McNichols waits for his chance. What's your bet to strengthen our ground game? And in crucial moments, would you give Seibert another shot, or is it time to look for new options at the kicker position? These decisions will shape our team, and your voice counts. Leave your comments below and be part of this passionate discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all Commanders news and analysis. Together we form more than a channel. We're a family united by the passion for our team. Your support and participation make this community grow stronger every day. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. And remember, your opinion could be the spark that ignites the change we all want to see. So comment, share, and let's keep building the future of the Commanders together. And remember, hail to the Redskins!